Good morning. I'm Vincent Kasozi. The Court of Appeals Justice Geoffrey Chiriabure says it's time the East African Court of Justice is mandated to adjudicate over human rights issues in East Africa. He notes that the African community should incorporate the Charter on Human and People's Rights as the East African Community Bill of Rights so as to have substantive laws for litigating human rights in East Africa. Justice Chiriabure, who was previously served as the Vice President of the East African Court of Justice, says while the court does not have a direct human rights mandate, it is increasingly faced with cases related to governance.
The time is now. Let's stop talking about it. Let's do it. Let us create this protocol on human rights under Article 27(2). It is now.
Questions have been raised on whether the East African Court of Justice should limit itself to the economic integration issues. Jurists within East Africa and other economic blocs say the East African Treaty should be amended to provide for a protocol that mandates the court to handle human rights issues. Following the release of the 2024 Senior 4 results and the commencement of the S5 selection process, education experts are urging schools to fully adopt the revised A-level curriculum. This call comes as the public expresses confusion over the interpretation of the recently released Senior 4 results. Patrick Kaboyo, the National Secretary of the Federation of Non-State Education Institutions, has emphasized the importance of embracing the new curriculum, highlighting its potential for greater impact on learners compared to the previous A-level curriculum. He stresses that schools should prioritize teacher training to ensure a smooth transition and effective implementation of the revised A-level curriculum.
When the lower secondary school curriculum was rolled out and teachers encouraged to go for training, the teachers of private schools thought that maybe it was just a government thing, and they first waited for the first 3 or 4 trainings to attend. But later, after realizing that it was a real thing, the attendance and the presence for those teachers in private schools increased. Of course, we did a lot of mobilization and sensitization, and as leaders in the private schools fraternity, we would emphasize that all our contacts send the teachers and make sure that they are retooled. But in terms of who's going to be ready and who's not going to, there is no shortcut. We all have to be ready.
The Ministry of Health has resolved to allow mild cases of Mpox to be treated from home. While the government has previously been strictly quarantining all cases of the viral disease at health facilities across the country, the Health Minister, Dr. Jane Rusa-Cheng, has said they have approved new guidelines allowing those who are not badly off to stay at home. As of Tuesday, Acheng says 770 positive cases were being treated at different centers.
The National Isolation Facility in Entebbe has been designated as the primary treatment center for Mpox patients. As of 31st January 2025, a total of 1,589 patients had received supportive treatment, recovered, and were discharged from this facility. You may note that the numbers who have recovered are higher. Some have been on home-based care. The ministry is also rolling out a home-based care approach for mild cases, while severe cases continue to be managed at the National Isolation Facility in Entebbe.
Uganda recorded the first Mpox case 6 months ago, and statistics by the ministry show a cumulative 2,896 people have since tested positive for the disease. The Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, Ruth Nakabira, has urged innovators to create technologies that enhance the efficiency of the country's electricity service provision. She has called for innovations that address issues such as vandalism and meter tampering as well. During the launch of the Deep Tech Center of Excellence in Namave, Nakabira highlighted the crucial role of science, technology, and innovation in improving efficiency. She stressed the need for devices that can detect vandalism before it occurs and ensure that electrical appliances meet international standards.
We need knowledgeable people to be able to tell us the kind of energy or electrical appliances that we are using, whether they match with the international standards. So innovation, science and technology comes in handy here to make sure that they innovate gadgets that can allow us be efficient in our electricity service provision in the country. Also on vandalism, we want technology that can help us detect vandalism before it has taken place.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Monica Mcinero, stated that the Deep Tech Center is focused on developing disruptive solutions based on unique technologies.
We import a few parts, but most of the parts we make from here, and then we prepare them for the markets and also for export. So when you go inside, you find the places where they design with electronics, then where they do what we call prototyping, making that first part, then we do the molds, then we design the inside parts, the printed circuit boards, we program them, we manufacture them here, and we assemble products together.
That's the news. Good morning.